Laguna Village, a Maya community in Toledo District, was established in the mid-1940s by a handful of families. Today, the population has grown to over 400 residents, and they are embroiled in a land dispute with the neighboring village of Yemeri Grove. The villagers of this indigenous community gathered this morning to hold a press briefing with journalists to voice their concerns.
Laguna is a peaceful village and a quiet old village that is a hardworking community. It is a productive community that does farming, hunting, just to name a few activities. Laguna Village, along with both leaders, chairman, and the alcalde, throughout the years, has allowed its residents a fair use of the land. The farming activities has allowed a close relationship with the people to the land.
In Laguna, if a resident desires to own a piece of land, that individual must lodge a request with the alcalde and the village council. The community leaders would call a village meeting periodically to process land applications together. The size and boundaries of the lands distributed to potential landowners are determined during these meetings. 3 limbs or concrete stumps are used to mark the boundaries of each parcel of land. For decades, this has been the established practice for land distribution in this Maya community.
To tell you the truth, this village was a very calm people. We have no bar, nobody drink rum, to make fuss and fight up and kick up. Nobody, because we have the alcalde system. If you make a trouble, they have a little cell there, they will lock you up or they tie you out there, make you behave. That's the rule, that was the law, governed by the alcalde, governed by the village council. So those are our traditional way. Well, I'm so sorry. As I mentioned, this village began to expand, populated now, it began to populate. Because look at the amount of our students over there. Where are they going? So we keep our boundary intact. We cleaned our lines, we know our boundaries, we know our edges. So we keep it there.
There is presently conflict over what Laguna identifies as its village boundary lines. According to the leaders of the village, residents have long held the view that their traditional borders begin at the Laguna Junction along the Southern Highway. Village leaders have moved ahead to survey and demarcate lands that extend from the center of the village to the highway for future village expansion. They intend to distribute these lands to their children using their traditional land distribution system.
We don't want our youths to be evicted from our lands and try to run to the United States as illegal immigrants. We don't want them to become homeless and idle. We have always been hard-working, productive people on our land. We do not line up in front of the minister's office or house to beg for food.
But the chairman of neighboring Yemeri Grove, Usher, says Laguna Village does not have a right to those lands.
As far as I can tell you, for my entire life, there have been no Mayans living around this area. And I have Mayans who grew up, went to school with me, and they're my friends. So I have nothing personal against Mayan people. What I'm saying, I would like for the MLA to respect other villages that are not Mayan villages, and we would do the same. Right? I have nothing personal. I am saying that Belize is for Belizean.
Tempers are boiling over as Sebastian H, the chairman of Laguna, claims that his villagers have faced what he says are human rights violations and criminal threats from Yemeri Grove residents. According to H, a Maya farmer whom they believed went missing was actually arrested and held inside a cell in Punta Gorda for allegedly illegally entering farmlands that was given to him by the community. H further asserts that neighboring villagers have vandalized Laguna property and threatened leaders.
Despite all this,
Today is the first time we are speaking out publicly about what we have endured. No one in Laguna has confronted or exchanged words with these persons or Yemeri Grove Village Council, but we have carefully documented every incident that has been done against us. On this matter, we met once with the leadership of the Ministry of Indigenous Peoples Affairs, and we agreed that a proper process must be in place for this matter to be resolved. As a village, we developed a proposed process and we have shared this with them. But to date, the government has not gotten back to us. For us in Laguna, this is a big part of the problem. The government of Belize refused to work with us in putting a proper process in place.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.